Hello YouTube, it is Parker. I'm back again with another video and I have a special guest. This is Cameron,
Hi.
which I'm guessing you can guess from the title of this video that we're going to do the roommate tag, and you might recognize her because she was in my last video. And if you guys haven't seen that, there's going to be a link right here or on her face. It's going to be on her face. There she is. Oh, click on that video, watch that video. We had a lot of fun filming that. But today we're going to do the roommate tag. There are 10 questions and I'm going to read them off the computer and we're going to answer them. So let's get started with the first question, which is, how did you guys meet and what were your first impressions of each other? I hate this story.
I'm so excited. Okay.
I'm gonna let her tell this because
we had a class with each other freshman year, and it was like some dance class, and she did not even know who I was.
No,
and I thought she was a not nice person. And then the next year, sophomore year, I did sorority recruitment, and she was an AST, and I really liked her shorts, and so I wanted to ride in her car for bid day. And when we got in the car, she was like, "How do you guys feel about One Direction?" And then I was like,
kind of instant friendship.
then it was just great from there. Yep.
And if you guys know me at all, which some of you watching are friends and family and things, you know that I'm probably the biggest nerd in the history of all nerddom, and that I don't even know. And I was in that class with one of my best friends, Allie, and we just sit and make puns about things all the time, and we were in that class together and sat next to each other and just cut up the whole time. And if you had known 90% of the conversations we were having, you would know that that is just like not who I am as a person. But I felt so bad because we met and I had no idea that we had a class together, and I felt like a raging jerk. But we were kind of insta friends, and we are sorority sisters. We're an Alpha Sigma Tau together, so
Yep.
That's how we know each other. And my first impression of Cameron was that she was really cool, that she was quiet at first. I thought you were quiet at first. But the more I know you, the more I know that that's very much not true. Okay, so the second question is, who spends more time getting ready in the morning? Guilty. I am not a morning person, and I like to lay in bed for long periods of time, so by the time I actually get out of bed and get ready,
It's time for lunch.
it's usually time for lunch. How do you avoid tension living together, and do you have any rules? We don't have any rules.
I think we're just respectful of one another, just
True.
naturally, and that at the end of the day we both like to just take our time and be by ourselves
It's
and not
true.
be overbearing.
Yeah, we've only been roommates for a couple of months because we're out here doing the same program for school, so we haven't lived together for very long, but it's been really, really easy, and I think we're both just, good about keeping our stuff on our side of the bed. 'Cause we do live in the same room, so we are actually roommates. Our beds are 2 feet from each other. It's in a very small room, but I think we do good about keeping our stuff on our side of the room, and being good about picking up at least every once in a while. I tend to be a little bit messy, but I'll pick up when I know it's out of control. But I think that we just, like we said, respect each other's time and each other's routines of when we have to get up in the morning and go to bed at night, and we're we just are on good schedules and good wavelengths together. So I don't think there's ever really been tension. Do you ever use your roommate's stuff without asking? Occasionally a squirt of hairspray when I didn't have any, but now I have hairspray, so
Yeah.
I don't
Maybe
steal hairspray
things
anymore.
here and there, but it's then you go and ask them hey, I used this, blah blah, was that okay? It's
Tends to be fine. We don't and we'll usually text each other and we're hey, can I have some of this? I am out or something, but it's never been a problem. / I don't think we really care if that is something that needs to happen, so not a big deal. What happens when one person is sick? I don't know that we've been sick since we've been here. I hurt my neck a couple weeks ago, but she was out of town, so I just laid in bed and cried about how much pain I was in. But she was out of town, so I mean, if we were sick, I'm sure that we would help each other get stuff. But I don't
unless you were throwing up, then I would just
that is not something
leave
that we will be a part of. Sorry, my phone's vibrating. Not something that I'd be a part of. Vomit's not my thing. If you're vomiting, that's your own problem. And unless you're really sick, I'm gonna take you to the hospital if you're in really bad shape. But it just I don't
stick you on the hood of the car, so you don't get
just
it
kind of
the inside.
wrap you in a plastic bag in the back seat and hope that you don't throw up on the way there. Yeah, so we haven't been sick together, but I think we would take care of each other because we're good people. Have you ever thought about getting a pet? Absolutely.
Yes, she has. Yes, she has.
Dog/puppy fever, like no one's business. Every time I see an animal walk by, I'm like, oh, puppy. And there are a lot of them in this apartment complex. And I want a dog so
Every time she's like, oh my gosh, look at the cute little baby. And I'm thinking it's like a little kid, but no, it's a dog.
No, it's a dog. It's always a dog. Dogs are better than babies. What is the one thing you know your roommate will be doing when you get home?
Making dinner / on the computer on Tumblr
Yes,
/
on Tumblr.
e-news will be on.
True. Yeah, I usually get home before she does from work or whatever. Usually if I do get home after you, I would say you're either in the kitchen and or in her room trying on clothes that she's bought and or on the computer. Yeah. What is the worst argument you've had? Have we argued?
That was mainly me.
That wasn't even really an argument. That was more of an argument with yourself.
I know.
And I was just adding my 2 cents in every once in a while.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah. Who would our One Direction boyfriend be aside from
Harry.
From Harry for her, Zayn for me.
It's a real big dilemma for me.
She argued with herself for a solid 5 minutes about who it would be, and I was just like, I don't really know if I'm a part of this, but that was probably the biggest internal argument she's ever had, and me as a bystander. But we don't actually like fight, and we've never had anything that we've like disagreed about that I can think of off the top of my head. So.
Yeah, and if we do disagree with something, we're both like respectful of each other's opinions.
True.
So
very true. Very true. Do you spend more or less time together since you've moved in together?
More.
We are both pretty busy human beings in general, so we're both go to school in Nashville. So anytime we were in Nashville, she was working or I was working, and we are, like I said, in the same sorority, so we'd see each other at least once a week for chapter meetings. But for the most part, we didn't see each other super often. We've had a couple classes together that I was conscious of.
Yeah, gosh.
And but other than that, so we're together a lot here. Like I said, we live in the exact same room, so and we don't have that like super like many friends out here since we're still new. So
we're
it's like
loners.
A little bit.
Nobody
Lots of Tumblr nights. But we spend a lot of time. We go pretty much if we're gonna go do anything in LA. It's one of us is with the other one. So we spend a lot of time together. Lots of time together. But it's been fun. It's been the best ever. What is your favorite thing to do together? We eat a lot.
Yes.
Lots of going out to eat because we're not 21 and we can't go do anything else. We spend lots of time laying in our respective beds on Tumblr.
Or
that's a favorite pastime.
When we're spending loads of time in the car because of LA traffic, we jam out to like so much music, and that's like some of my favorite times because we're basically having a music video inside of the car.
It's true.
And we're not even aware of like the strangers probably staring at us thinking that we're freaks.
Whatever.
It's fine.
It's usually some sort of boy band and or girl band and or girl power song.
Yeah.
You have a lot of 5 Seconds of Summer, One Direction, the Vamps, Demi, Little Mix.
Little Mix.
Much Little Mix. It's ridiculous. What is the one thing that has surprised you about living together?
Oh, shoot.
Ooh, that's a good question. I would say how well we work together.
Yeah.
Not that like I thought that it was gonna be a bad situation, but it's just been so easy and so natural, and like we don't get sick of each other. It's like
surprisingly, because we're both strong personalities.
Yes, very
strong women.
Strong women. We're very
independent.
Yeah, I would say very independent people, kind of introverted in ourselves, like we like to be alone. So, but I think it's worked out well.
Yeah,
and that's been like the most surprising.
Yeah, I think that
aspect of it.
That is too, and also because I knew Parker likes to stay up late, and I stay up, but like it's not too much, like that much far apart.
No. Maddie, if you're watching this video, we just got your text message.
What'd she say?
She said, I've watched y'all's video and y'all look so stylish. I miss you both to pieces. We miss you way more.
I miss you so much.
I miss you so much. You don't understand. One last question here. What is one habit you noticed about the other person since living together?
Parker likes to meow. Okay, I'll be like, hey Parker, and she'll be like, meow.
Meow. It's just a natural reaction to things sometimes, like when I get, like I don't know, when I don't have anything else to say, I'm just like, meow.
Or she'll send cat emojis, and I'm like, okay.
Just meow. I don't really know. It's relevant a lot of the time. It happens. Cameron's habit would be that every time she buys clothes, and she tries them on at the store, but then she comes home and she has to put on every single item of clothing that she's bought, and she does it for like 2 days afterwards. So it's like the day she comes home, and then 2 days after that, she tries on the clothes that she just bought. Okay, well, that was our last question, and so I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, make sure to subscribe down there. There'll be a link, there'll be a link on the end card here, and also, shameless self-promotion, follow Cameron over on what's your Twitter handle?
Cameron Selah, CameronSelah.
Woo, she's really funny on Twitter, so you guys should follow her, / both of us on Instagram, because we really love Instagram. Okay, but make sure you check out the video that Cameron and I did, which will be linked at the end, and we will see you guys very soon.
Bye.
Figure out what I'm gonna say.
Okay. Because I'm thinking about the situation of who would we date. I wonder if it wasn't Saint or Harry.
Meow. Meow, meow. Meow. What do I say?
Come to LA. Come here. We want you here. Come here. Come on.
Oh, wait, now, but that corner's showing. Ooh.
This is how you do, if you don't want to do Botox, you can like